All right, let's get right into it, because there is a huge economic story playing out in Baton Rouge right now, and it's all about how to supercharge the very engine of the local economy, which of course is its small businesses.
And it all kicks off with this number, over $1.1 billion. That's the price tag for the MOVEBR program. To put that in perspective, it's the biggest single infrastructure investment in the history of East Baton Rouge Parish. We're talking new roads, smarter traffic, better communities. It is a massive undertaking. And an investment this big raises a really important question. The city is literally building its own future, paving the roads to get there. But who's that future really for? I mean, who gets to own it? Who builds the wealth that comes from a billion-dollar project? That's what we're going to dig into. So yeah, let's unpack that billion-dollar question. Because even though this kind of spending is meant to lift everybody up, it also creates a pretty serious challenge for the very businesses it's supposed to help the most.
Now, let's be super clear. Baton Rouge is doing some amazing work opening up opportunities. You've got programs like MOVEBR Small Business Outreach, LaunchBR, and the SWPG program. These are all designed to give local, minority, women, and veteran-owned businesses a real shot at these huge contracts. The city has done its part to create historic access.
But here's the catch, here's the trap. So you win the contract, great, but then you hit a brick wall. Big clients, big projects, they often pay their bills in 60, sometimes even 90 days. But your payroll, your suppliers, your fuel, those bills are due right now. It's called the 90-day trap, and it's a cash flow killer. It stops your growth cold and makes it almost impossible to gear up for the next job.
So how in the world do you fix a problem that's basically baked into the way business is done? Well, you don't just patch the old system, you build a new one. It turns out the solution here isn't just about physical infrastructure, roads and bridges. It's about a whole new kind of infrastructure.
And this is it, economic infrastructure. I love this idea. Think about it like this. The whole point of MOVEBR is to make traffic flow better, right? Well, the point of economic infrastructure is to make money and opportunity flow just as smoothly. It's all about creating economic velocity.
And this is where a platform called Southwest Pass Gateway, or SWPG, steps in. On the left, you see the old way, right? Slow, clunky, waiting up to 90 days for your money. But on the right, that's the SWPG way. It's a clean, shared system that takes that 90-day nightmare and shrinks it down to just 3 days, a total game changer.
But here's the thing. Getting paid fast is fantastic, but for a system like this to really work, everyone involved, from the biggest buyer to the smallest supplier, has to trust it, absolutely trust it. And that trust is built on a really unique and powerful foundation. And this is the secret sauce. This isn't just another tech startup. Southwest Pass Gateway has a deep, strategic partnership with the University of Louisiana Lafayette. This is where you get the best of both worlds. You're blending that nimble, cutting-edge financial tech with the rock-solid credibility of a major research university. And this really shows you what that partnership means. It's a trust layer. See, UL Lafayette isn't just lending its name. Its researchers are in the trenches building the brains of the operation. They're using top-tier research and real data to create this defensible AI-driven model that verifies every single step. That's what gives those big buyers the confidence they need to jump in.
And just so we're all on the same page about what kind of partner we're talking about here, UL Lafayette has an R1 Carnegie classification. That's the absolute top tier for very high research activity. It puts them in the same category as schools you've definitely heard of, like Harvard, Duke, and Princeton. This is a world-class research engine powering the whole system.
Okay, so we've got this billion-dollar opportunity, and we have the trusted technology to back it up. So if you're a small business owner, how do you actually use this thing to get paid in 3 days? Let's break down how it works. It's actually a beautifully simple 4-step dance. Step 1, a buyer places an order on the platform. Simple. Step 2, once you've done the work, the system, with that university trust layer keeping an eye on things, verifies that it's complete. Step 3, that verification automatically triggers a payment request. And step 4, the money is released. Just like that, it's in your account in as little as 3 days. The 90-day trap is officially sprung. All right, let's zoom back out for the big picture. Because when you start putting all these pieces together, the city's massive investment, the university's brainpower and trust, and this incredibly fast payment technology, you start to see a really powerful vision for the future taking shape. And this is the key takeaway right here. Baton Rouge, with programs like MOVEBR, did the hard work. They created access to these amazing opportunities. But access by itself isn't enough, is it? SWPG provides that missing piece, the tool that lets small businesses finally turn that access into actual assets. We're talking real growth, new jobs, and wealth that stays in the community.
I mean, this quote just nails it. You're converting access into assets. You take the opportunity created by physical infrastructure, and you combine it with the speed and trust from this new economic infrastructure. And what's the result? Real, sustainable growth for the small businesses that are the true backbone of the economy.
So really, it feels like all the pieces are on the board. The city has created the opportunity. The technology to seize it is here, built on a foundation of academic trust that's second to none. The economic infrastructure is ready to go. The only question left is, how will Baton Rouge flip the switch and supercharge its own economic velocity?